going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here. And as we know, there's been a dilemma of ZIL mining pools and what they've been kind of lying to us about. So I've been doing some recent testing and it looks like K1 pool may be the best pool for your Ipollo miners. There's a couple things you got to do, but if you want to jump right into the pool, be sure to use my link down in the description below. As most of you guys are aware, we dropped that video a few weeks back. Maybe it's been a month now. I don't even know. But ZIL mining pools are not listing their real fees here and charging you a lot more. Now, ever since that dropped, it looks like Crazy Pool did increase their pool fee to 10% of mining pool stats, but the other pools have not followed suit. But it is looking like, at least for Ipollo mini miners, that K1 pool may actually be only a 1% pool fee if you use their main coin and use a special designated port. On top of that, you're also going to need the latest Ipollo miner firmware, which you can find on my website. I always try to keep it up to date. Here is version 0.80.115, and support did tell me this is in fact a ZIL boost. So combine this on your Ipollo miners, any of the mini miners this will work on. That's what this firmware is for. And over to K1 pool and using their special port, which we'll look at in a minute, you should get a nice ZIL boost. So this all started back when I was on Flex Pool and I was only getting around 16 to 25 ZIL or something per day. And I thought, okay, not bad, whatever. It's a nice little boost. And then it came to our attention that they may be charging a lot higher fees. Now, it does sound like they did do some more tweaking. So I do got to go back there and test it again. But I did move over to Crazy Pool because it was given the most amount of ZIL. And here you can see 20, 30, 49. Now at about this point right here, I did begin turning my GPUs back on with eth+zil and stuff. And we could see 50, 52, 48, 49. And the biggest day so far here was 60. And then here it drops back down with only my GPUs because the past 2 days, I actually moved all my Ipollo miners, only my Ipollos, not my Jazz miners, so I could see exactly how much ETC they were getting, as well as how much ZIL they were getting on K1 pool. So keep these numbers right here kind of in the back of your mind. 53, 56, 58, 60, and 49. This is with my GPUs as well. And as we know, GPUs have been outperforming on ZIL mining other than these Ipollos. They haven't been doing too well, which hints to 20 and 30, and then Flex Pool 16 to 25 or so, and so on. So coming back into here, the Ipollo mini miners I do have is one of every version. I got the ETC Mini Plus, the V1 Mini SE Plus, the V1 Mini, which is your gold one, the ETC Mini, and then the normal V1 Mini SE. So all 5 of the single models, one of each, is online here. And if I actually come and look at my ZIL mining with just my Ipollos, yesterday they got 59.25. 59, almost as good as with my GPUs and my Ipollos together on Crazy Pool. That is insane to think about. K1 is definitely seeing a big increase here. Now, this isn't going to look as hot as it did all day or during my live stream. Earlier in my live stream, we're getting about a 50% increase in boost. And most pools are just telling you, you know, maybe it's like a 35%, 25 to 35% boost mining ZIL. Well, we're actually seeing 60%. Earlier today was 50, and now with the crash in crypto market that's kind of going on at the time of recording, it's slightly under 50%. But here's ETC. I've made $2.98 in the past 24 hours on ETC. And again, those prices are coming down. But if we go into ZIL, I've made $1.28. That is slightly under 50% extra in terms of extra mining revenue using K1 pool. That is pretty huge. So I know you guys are wondering, what the heck is the secret sauce? What is going on? So in order to mine ZIL here, you can see that they have everything set up in their dashboard for setup, what to use. But the secret port is actually not on their website. You have to use a port that's not listed here. And they're only giving it out. I don't know if it's in their Discord or their Telegram. Someone sent me a screenshot of, some conversations going on and gave me the port. That port is 3822. So here's the address I'm using: us.etc.k1pool.com, semicolon with the port 3822. And that is the magic Ipollo port that you're going to need to boost up that ZIL. So you got to use that combined with obviously the new ASIC firmware, which again, I do have on my website. And again, if you want to use K1 Pool, please use that referral link down in the description. So it's not listed here. It's a secret sauce going on in the background, and it does seem to be boosting that ZIL hash rate on those Ipollo miners. Now, there is one thing I do want to point out, and it is very important, especially for some of you who think, oh, I'm just going to throw my GPUs onto K1 Pool. That way I can mine Nexa plus ZIL or whatever and get the extra rewards on here. That is not going to work. Hear me out. So it does sound like you do have to mine the main coin on K1 Pool as well, which is why these Ipollos are great, because you're mining ETC as well as getting that ZIL. So if you, for an example, are mining Nexa on your GPUs and you want ZIL and pointed here, you will get charged 25%. That's what it sounds like. I don't know. I haven't tested yet, but it does sound like you'll get a 25% pool fee by not mining that main coin and only mining ZIL here. That's why it's looking like they do drop it down to 1% for these Ipollo miners on that special port, because you are mining the main coin, ETC, as well as ZIL within their K1 pool. So keep that in mind. Don't just point your GPUs at Nexa or something that's not a main coin on the K1 pool and try to reap up the rewards of ZIL here, because you're probably going to get nailed with a lot higher fee. All right, guys, so that pretty much does wrap up this video. Hopefully it helps you out in testing out new pools. Again, I still have to point everything over to Flex Pool again. I want to go through ETH+ZIL again, how well these pools are doing with just my Ipollo miners. Now, it's kind of a pain because now I got Jazz miners all over the place and this all over the place. I got to get new pool addresses and everything so that I can keep everything together and then get all my payouts out. So it's kind of a pain, but we're doing this for science, and it is actually a lot of fun. So stay tuned, guys. I will update this video again in the future, but currently K1 is looking like where ZIL is at when it comes to these Ipollo miners. I will see you on the next one. Rabid out.